let's go over the best and worst yarns to use for arm knitting and where you can get the best ones. Now, arm knitting has become a serious rage and everyone is seeming to do it. So I thought it'd be nice for me to show you where I get my yarn and also other places you can get it. So I want to start off first with Amazon, and there's a few different places you can go to get this, and I'll show you what blankets look like with these. This is Jazz Couture yarn by Premier Yarns. Now, this gets used a lot by Simply Maggie. I'm sure you've seen her channel, and it is acrylic and polymade. It is not wool, which means it doesn't shed like mad, and it is woven, so it doesn't shed like mad. So this is a good alternative if you're using it for children's blankets and stuff, or you just don't want fuzz around your house. And a blanket looks like this. By the way, I will have all the links to all of these yarns in the description. Many of them are affiliate links, some of them aren't affiliate links. And if you do ever choose to buy something from Amazon through an affiliate link, it does help me. I do get a small percentage on what you buy, possibly if it qualifies. So this is the next one. This is by Red Heart yarn, and although this one was made with these giant needles, lots of ladies I have seen use this yarn for arm knitting, but they say you should always use 2 strands at a time. So whatever you want to buy to make it with, however much you want to make, you have to double the amount you need if you want to use it for your arms, because you will need to double up the yarn. You can buy this yarn here, and they have boatloads of colors you can choose from. And I have to say, the lady's blanket that I saw, she made out of this, it was a heart blanket, and it was just so beautiful. Now this one is also acrylic with a little teeny tiny bit of wool in it. It doesn't shed too badly, and it is a little bit spun, so it's also really good if you don't want lots of shedding around. I will have links to all of these. So moving on, this is not acrylic, this is just pure merino wool, and this is more expensive to buy. This is actually me. You guys get to see the back of me. And this is a baby blanket I made with some lightly felted wool roving. Now you can buy this in the US from here, and I will have all these links. This is Be Cozy's shop, and she does sell 100% merino wool in several different colors, and there are other sellers. Now you want to look for merino wool roving or merino wool arm knitting yarn. Roving is just the technical term for this type of yarn because it is normally used to felt things like felted scarves and hats and clothes. It didn't become popular to actually arm knit with until I think 2014 or 15, and then it just took off. So this normally would be used for felting. There's also another shop called Inverse Growth, and you can see they have the same thing, but they have other different colors. So there's boatloads of colors, and you always have to felt this wool. If you don't felt it, you will have disastrous projects that will shed everywhere like mad. You don't want to arm knit this yarn unless you have felted it. And I will put how to felt your yarn in the description, a link to another video I made on how to do that. So definitely everything good is in the description. You guys have to check out the description. Everything is there. This one is a 100% acrylic yarn, but it isn't technically yarn. It's like wool roving. It's unspun, so it will shed, and you can see it's got a lot of really pretty shine to it. However, these are more decorative than practical because you will have to felt this if you don't want it to shed. And when you do felt it, a lot of the fluff disappears as it gets tighter, and a lot of the shine also disappears, but it is still a really pretty blanket. Now you can get this type of acrylic stuff and the merino wool also directly from the Woollen Mill. Now this is the Woollen Mill that I go to. It is located in the UK, but they have most of their customers are global. They're a global Woollen Mill. So if you go up to, down to yarns, I'll show you where to get both of these types of wools, the merino wool and the acrylic. So you go to Jumbo Arm Knitting Yarn, And you will see they have just like every color imaginable and even some blends here. And this is the price in British pounds. However, if you pop up to the top, you can change the currency here to US dollars. And since most of you guys are from the US, not all of you, I will do that so you can see the prices in US dollars. So there we have it. You can also filter by these different types of wool if you want on the left-hand side, and you can also sort by your price. That's how you find your wool, pure wool for arm knitting. Now if you want to go to your acrylic, the same thing, not acrylic wool, roving, acrylic kind of like roving. It's also here. They don't have as many colors. Like I said, this is very pretty. The price is much nicer, for sure. It's about half the price. And you still need to felt it though. You always need to felt something that isn't spun or felted because it will shed like mad if you don't. Now, another thing you can do on the site, if you aren't bothered about color, but you just want a really cheap wool, you need to go to Natural Wools and go to All Breeds. And I'm going to show you how to find the very cheapest pure wool for your money. It will be a natural color, undyed. And this is how you need to sort your price once you land on this page by low to high. And you have all these fluffy bits. We don't want these ones. We actually want roving. So this is roving. These are all rovings. And the prices are very, very cheap. I actually made a massive blanket with 10 kilos of this one. 10 kilos is 22 pounds, by the way. So this is, if you put this up to 10 kilos. No, this is per 100 grams. So you would need 100 of those. And by the way, World of Wool always gives you a discount. By the way, also, I am not affiliated with World of Wool. They don't have an affiliate program. They don't give goodies to me, but I like to buy my wool from them because they always give me a discount when I do, and because they're close to me. But some people think that I'm just being paid by them to talk about them, and I'm just not. If you know anywhere that is cheaper to buy your wool, let me know, and I will put it in another video I have of how to find the right wool for you, or the cheapest wool. So this is, again, a really cheap way of finding natural colors. You can find brown, black, white, and let's move on. And if you want to know how much wool you'll need for a blanket, this is a chart that I made. It's on my website, trulymajestic.com, and I have put this in kilos and pounds for how much you need, and also meters and yards. So I have tried to cover everybody. I realize that I probably still haven't covered some measurements, and you guys might not know how much you need. But by this, you can roughly gauge how much wool you'll need. And also on this page are some pictures of different sizes. So this little tiny blanket was made with 1 kilo of wool, which is about 40 meters of wool roving. This one was 2 kilos, which is about 4.4 pounds of merino wool roving, and these are all wool roving. These are all different sizes. So you can see the sizes and then how much you need, and also where to buy them. Go to the description, and also on this page I've put more links to those yarns and some other ones as well. This is called Chanel yarn, and it's basically like bath towel yarn. It's so soft and fluffy, and it is all synthetic. So it's not as breathable, but it is soft and fluffy, and it doesn't shed, and it will last forever. Also, the Hobby Lobby has this yarn bee. I've never tried this yarn, you guys. I've heard it sheds terribly, but some people have been happy with it, so I don't know. I've just put it there for you guys to see. There's also more tutorials on this page. And there you go. So now you know where to buy your yarn. You can buy Jazz Couture from Premier Yarns. It is, like I said, it is already spun and woven together so it doesn't shed. It makes blankets that look like this. The next one, blankets that look like this, are made with Red Heart's Irresistible yarn. You do need 2 strands of yarn when you're arm knitting, so you'll need double whatever you work out on your chart. And this is Merino Wool Roving. This is a blend that I made on the World of Wool's website. You can get that wool roving from Be Cozy or from lots of other places on Amazon. Just go to the links and check them out. Everything is in the description. This is acrylic yarn. Again, it does shed. You must felt it. And here's World of Wool's website. I showed you that. And moving on, this is my website, and that's how much yarn you need. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Well, not tutorial, just walkthrough of different yarns. I hope it's helped you. Let me know if you would like a tutorial on something specific, or if I need to be clearer about something else. And I will see if I can make a video on it. By the way, I have loads of different tutorials on how to make these type of blankets on my website, trulymajestic.com, and I hope to see you there. Please leave a comment underneath this video or something in the super chat. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know about the buzz of arm knitting, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for coming along, and have a super wonderful day.